Strobe Studios presents Michael Helgens and Greg Kilberger in The Watson Files. Coming to you from the illustrious Strobe Studios in the heart of America, this is Craig Dahlen. This year, prepare for Halloween all throughout the month of October with Strobe Studios' new show, The Horror of Poe.
The Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal, or so hideous. But the Prince Prospero was happy and dauntless and sagacious. When his dominions were half depopulated, he summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends from among the knights and dames of his court. And with these he retired to the deep seclusion of one of his castellated abbeys. There were buffoons, there were improvisatori, there were ballet dancers, there were musicians, there was beauty, there was wine. All these and security were within. Without was the Red Death.
Beginning October 10th, look for another classic Edgar Allan Poe story each week. Subscribe today on YouTube or iTunes to ensure you don't miss any exciting episode. And now, let's join the doctor and see what story he has for us today.
Come in.
Oh, good evening, Doctor.
Evening, Craig.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing quite well, actually.
Glad to hear it.
I understand that we may have a new opportunity for people to listen to our exciting stories.
Ah, you must be referring to the 5-disc set of the Watson Files, available now for pre-order on the watsonfiles.com.
And I believe there is also a discount for pre-orders?
Indeed. Pre-order before November 1st and get free shipping.
Everybody likes free shipping.
So, on to tonight's story.
Yes. I didn't give you many details last week, did I?
It was somewhat of a mystery.
Well, perhaps I can clear things up a bit. We'll begin tonight's story in the kitchen at my apartment. Holmes had stopped by to start the day with one of my famous omelets. The man may be a wonderful investigator, but he is hopeless in the kitchen. So anyway, I was perusing the newspaper while we enjoyed our breakfast, when I discovered a story that Holmes found particularly unusual.
So, Watson, anything of interest in the news today?
No, just the usual so far.
Not surprising. Things have been quite boring lately.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure some more work will turn up soon.
Yes, I know.
It's a good thing you did that job in Paris while you were on vacation.
Indeed. Those 50,000 francs will do quite well until we can find some paying work again.
Now this is unexpected.
What?
There's a story in here about Governor Smith. He says he's considering dropping the lawsuit.
The wrongful death suit against the airline?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Well, let's see. They quoted him here as saying that he is worried about the negative impact it might have on ticket prices. And you are overanalyzing this. How?
It just seems strange is all. Governor Smith doesn't seem like the kind of person to back down from a fight, especially when it involves his daughter.
I suppose not, but I'm sure he has his reasons.
Yes, well, perhaps I shall go have a talk with him about just that topic.
Holmes, just because you don't have a case right now, that doesn't mean you need to try to create one.
I'm just going to talk to the man. There's nothing wrong with a friendly chat amongst friends.
Except, nothing is ever quite as simple as that when Spencer Holmes is involved.
Can I help you?
Yes, my name is Spencer Holmes. I'm here to see the governor.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but I'm a friend of his. I just need a minute.
I'm sorry, but he's not seen anyone today without an appointment.
But I know he'd want to see me. If you could just call him.
No, I'm sorry. He's very busy.
Okay, then I'll call him. Just hand me your phone.
What are you doing? Get off my... Now look what you've done. You spilled my coffee.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to...
This is my favorite blouse.
It was an accident.
Wait here. I'll be back.
happened to see the article in the paper this morning. I think that would be considered good faith. Yes, I understand, but... Well, you're a real son of a... I'm gonna have to call you back. I've got someone here. Mr. Holmes, I didn't hear you come in.
Yes, well, I didn't want to interrupt.
That's why Christy usually lets me know before sending someone back.
Christy is, otherwise occupied at the moment.
Uh-huh. So, what can I do for you?
I saw in the paper this morning that you're considering dropping the lawsuit.
Yes, well, I had a little meeting with some of the higher-ups over at the airline, and they explained to me how a lawsuit would impact their revenue and ultimately the ticket prices. I just couldn't justify penalizing the public for a selfish lawsuit. It's not like it will bring my daughter back anyway.
That's a great speech. Very nicely done and well rehearsed, I might add. But how about telling me the real reason now?
Mr. Holmes, I resent your implication. If you think I have some ulterior motive here, I can assure you that I do not.
So that's the way it's going to be, huh? All right, I need a good mystery to solve anyway.
Let me be very clear, Spencer. There is no mystery, and I am asking you as a friend to leave it alone.
All right, I promise. I won't ask you about it again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, sir. My coffee spilled, and I went to rinse my shirt. Do I need to call security?
No, it's all right.
I was just leaving anyway. A good day, Governor.
Holmes, I really think you should just leave this alone.
Watson, the Governor's in trouble and needs our help.
Even if that's true, he clearly does not want our help.
Yes, that's what bothers me about the case.
There is no case!
Right, of course. So the video of his daughter that was emailed to the Governor, that's just coincidence.
Of course. Wait, what video?
I'm sorry, the information is only privy to those working on the case.
Yes, well, never mind then. I've got patients to see anyway.
All right then, I'll leave you to it.
Okay, Holmes, you win. Let's see the video.
Oh no, it's not important. Like you said, it's just coincidence. I'll leave you to your work.
That's probably true, but we'd better make sure, just to be safe.
Okay, I've got it on my phone here.
And you said this was emailed to the Governor?
Yes, I managed to access his email account and found this.
Okay, it looks like some sort of party. But I don't see his daughter.
Just be patient. There.
Where?
The one bent over the table doing a line of...
Oh, I see. Why would someone send this to him?
Well, I think it's quite obvious.
Blackmail?
Precisely, and that explains the dropping of the lawsuit.
Yes, I suppose it does. So, how was it that you managed to access his email account?
Ah, well, that was quite simple. I merely deduced his password.
Which was...
Ah, now Watson, that's private information. I can't just go giving that kind of data to random people. Someone is liable to read his confidential emails.
Yes, and we certainly wouldn't want to betray the man's trust now, would we?
Of course not.
So, what's the plan then?
Well, we need to put an end to this blackmail business, but without the video getting out into the public.
And we do that how?
By blackmailing the blackmailer, of course.
Uh-huh. And we have something to blackmail this person with, whoever it is.
We most certainly do.
Okay, that leads me to my next question then.
Have I figured out who sent the video?
Precisely.
I have, and not surprisingly, it is someone with a large stake in the airline.
One of the shareholders.
Indeed.
And how did you deduce this information? By subtle hints in the video? Or maybe it was shot on a rare camera that only one person owns?
Watson, not everything has to have a complicated solution. I simply put the sender's email address into a search engine and found the owner.
Oh. Well, that was easy then, wasn't it?
A bit more searching and I was able to procure the man's address.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
I was trying to fill you in on everything I had learned up until now.
Well, I guess there really is a first time for everything.
Yes, can I help you?
I hope so. Are you Henry Blackman?
Yes.
My name is Spencer Holmes, and this is my associate, Dr. Jack Watson. I wonder if we might have a moment of your time.
What's this about?
A certain video of a very sensitive nature.
What? I don't know anything about any videos.
Perhaps this will refresh your memory.
What is it?
It's a printout of the email you sent to the governor with an unpleasant attachment.
So what if I did? Sending an email isn't a crime.
True, but blackmail is.
Yes, but blackmail is a tricky crime to prosecute from what I understand. Hypothetically, if I had blackmailed him, then turning me in would require showing the video to other people.
Okay, how about insider trading?
What?
The airline's stock sure has tanked recently. How many shares did you buy in anticipation of the upswing when the lawsuit was dropped?
My purchases are completely dependent upon my trust in the company. I didn't know the lawsuit would be dropped.
Yes, you did, and we have the email to prove it right here.
If you really have the evidence, then why are we even having this conversation?
Because I would prefer if the video remained private.
So what? You want me to let the lawsuit continue and in exchange you don't turn me in?
Yep, pretty much.
And
if you show the video to anyone, I'll find out about it. I figured we would set up a barter system. Every person to whom you show the video will cost you a finger.
What? You're bluffing.
Okay, try me. I'm sure you don't need all 10, but you should know that I have very important friends down at the police department, the mayor's office, and clearly I know the governor quite well.
It appears that you don't really leave me much choice.
I didn't intend to.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not getting past me again.
It's okay, Christy. Come on back, Holmes.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
I just wanted to let you know that it's safe to continue the lawsuit.
Holmes, we've already been through this. I'm doing it for the good of the people.
Yes, I know what you said, and that's your decision, but you should know that if you have any concerns about an email you may have received, those threats have been neutralized.
What? But how could you?
It's not important. What matters is that you're free to make the decision on your own without any external biases.
Well, I guess. Thank you.
Glad I could help.
So they thought they could blackmail the governor into dropping the lawsuit.
Yes, but they didn't count on Spencer Holmes getting involved.
Clearly not. So what story are you going to tell us about next week?
Well, next month we will be taking a break to allow everyone to enjoy the new show, The Horror of Poe. And when we return, our story will involve lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my!
Indeed. Holmes managed to get himself locked inside the zoo and was nearly masticated by a lion.
Sounds very intriguing. I can't wait. Tonight's Watson Files Adventures was written by Scott Strosahl. Spencer Holmes and Dr. Watson were played by Michael Helgens and Greg Kilberger. Additional voices were performed by Steve Rimpici and Ariel Hayes. This is Craig Dahlen saying good night from Strobe Studios.
Kermit the Frog here. Okay, Watson. No. I have, and not surprisingly, it is someone with a large stake in the airline.
One of the shareholders.
No, Buffy.
Thank you.
Oh, steak jokes.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was subtle.
And we're done.
Scene.